now required a generous contribution so that he could build his new academy, his yeshiva, in the village of Pekian. Rabbi Joshua did indeed want to speak of money, but only with regard to a certain handsome boy in a cage for sale in Rome's slave market. Father opened his purse, and then he heard the sum.
"How much did you say?"
Rabbi Joshua repeated the number. Father closed the purse. "I know very well that I could build the great study hall in my yeshiva with the sum I am requesting," said Rabbi Joshua. "But I want the boy. It isn't a matter of what you want." Not just anyone can speak this way to the greatest of Israel's sages, but Father is not just anyone. When you are the richest man in the country and the most generous funder of the Sanhedrin building at Yavna, the meeting place of our great council of sages, you can say whatever you want to anyone. And Father took full advantage of the privilege, reminding Rabbi Joshua that he himself had voted in favor of the Sanhedrin's decision not to pay ransoms above market value, so as not to give our enemies any incentive to take additional captives. Father raised quite a few other objections, all of which I found very impressive, though I could understand none of them. But Rabbi Joshua was not impressed at all. "I want the boy," he said again. Father's voice became stern. "I have always contributed generously, Rabbi Joshua, but enough is enough. The money you want could ransom 100 children on the auction blocks in Caesarea." I got down from Rabbi Joshua's lap and sat on the floor. He gave me a look. "Tell him," he said. "What do you want me to say?" I asked. "Tell your father that there are no other children like this boy." "What is his name?" "Ishmael, the son of Elisha, the priest." Father guffawed. "A priest? You want to waste so much money on a priest? In our day, the nation of Israel needs scholars, not priests. This boy will become a student in my yeshiva. You have no idea how this sprout will grow." "I do know. And so does your daughter." Father rested his hand on Rabbi Joshua's shoulder, his voice full of compassion. "My daughter is an ordinary girl, and Ishmael is an ordinary boy. You cannot resist little children. They impair your judgment. Is that how you tell my story?" "What story is that?" "An ugly man, childless because the woman he wanted refused to marry him, is completely overcome by the incredible beauty of a little boy." Father's face burned. "You will have children of your own one day." Rabbi Joshua held his gaze. From where I was sitting on the floor, I could see the tears in his eyes. Father saw them too. And in his shame, he forgot that I was in the room. I heard things that no 4-year-old girl should ever hear. Father insists that my memory is playing tricks on me. The story of Ishmael's ransom became well known throughout the land, and things I found out about as I grew older must have mixed with my earlier memories. Perhaps, and perhaps not. But in any event, this is the story I have told myself over and over again. Rabbi Joshua arrived in Rome after an arduous sea voyage, and instead of immediately embarking on his fundraising visits to the homes of Rome's wealthy Jews, he decided to stroll through the city. He was especially attracted to its bustling marketplace, where he bought sweet-smelling flowers, tasted luscious fruits, and enjoyed running his fingers through the soft silks. Unexpectedly, he found himself beside a magnificent shop full of boys of many different nationalities who shared one common trait: exquisite beauty. The boys were on display in large cages and were dressed in fine clothing. Rabbi Joshua did not understand what he was looking at, or perhaps he did not want to understand, until he saw all the men huddled around the boys. The proprietor noticed the look of disgust on his face and asked if he preferred girls, for he was expecting some choice new merchandise that afternoon, including some especially young girls. Rabbi Joshua did not dare open